Hi guys, welcome back to a new Discord tutorial. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to broadcast messages between two different Discord servers. So let's get started. Let's create our command. Again, this is considering you have your own command handler already coded. So let's get started. Let's call it broadcast.js and let me find module exports. Command is going to be called broadcast. I'm going to be passing through parameters. Okay, so real quick, so parameters over here, I passed through an object as parameters that includes the client, the message, the args. You're probably going to pass through just message and args individually. So just make sure that you either pass through an object like me or you use the correct variable name that you pass through. So let's get started. So first, let's check if the parameters message.member that has permission administrators. So this basically checks if he is an admin on the server. If he's not, then we're going to return. We're going to completely ignore his command and we're just going to move on. Now, if he is an administrator, I want to define so the way I want to do this is the person writes broadcast and then a message, and then that message gets sent over to other servers. But before it does, I kind of want to have a verification message, because what if you have a typo or you write something that you didn't mean to write and then all of a sudden you broadcast it and send it to like 1,000 servers. So that would be a bad thing. So it's always good to have this verification or confirmation message. So that's what I'm going to be adding. First, let's define a variable called message, and this is going to be the actual arguments, the actual message that we want to broadcast. So the args and then joined again by spaces. So now let's do parameters message dot reply, and now let's ask the user if he is sure. Are you sure you are willing to broadcast this message across all affiliated servers? And then we then send this message, then let's call this message confirmation message. And now we're just going to confirmation message and then react. Okay, so the person can either react with a negative emoji, or let's do positive first, positive, or with a negative emoji. These are the only possible options. And then let's await reactions, and then let's make sure that the reaction, we're going to pass through the reaction and user. So we're going to check, we're going to filter, we're going to see, okay, the reaction that we fetched. Actually, we have to define an array const emojis of these emojis. So here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to create an array like that. Then I'm going to, for const emoji of emojis, so for each emoji in this array, I'm going to react with it, and then I'm going to await reactions on this confirmation message of ours. So there you go, and then make sure that the emojis includes reaction.emoji.name. So that this basically checks if the emoji that the user reacted with is included in this array. So it's either this or this. If it's not, then we're just gonna completely ignore what he said. And let's also make sure that the actual person who reacted has the same ID as the person who's running this command, because we don't want someone else reacting for the person that's broadcasting. That would make no sense. And now let's just simply define that we only await one message, and the person has a time limit of 30,000 milliseconds. So basically, if the person does not react with any of the emojis within 30 seconds, he's going to get ignored after that. Sounds a little bit mean, but there's plenty of time to react. Then the collected reaction, we're just gonna call it reactions because, as I said in my last video, Discord actually returns an entire collection. Even if the collection contains one item, it still returns an entire collection. So we just need to take this collection, and our reaction is the reactions dot first, and then also emoji dot name. Let's define this as emoji. So the emoji that the person reacted with is, so we take the reactions collection, we take the first reaction of it and the emoji and name of it. So that's our actual emoji that we reacted with. And now let's do a switch case for this emoji. So in case this emoji is this one, so the person does want to broadcast the message, he's sure he wants to broadcast it, what we're gonna do is we're going to okay, now comes the fun part. We're going to parameters client dot channels dot cache dot find. So filter. Find only returns one channel, while filter returns an entire collection of channels that match our filter that we're going to input here in a second. I just want to explain this line. So the client is our bot, and it's going to check all of the channels that are cached, of course, and then it's going to filter them using this filter. So the filter is going to be so you can of course change this, but all of the channels that are broadcast channels contain broadcast in their names. So in order to check for that, we do we first pass through a channel predicate. There you go. Now channel name dot to lowercase has to include broadcast in it. Also the channel. So basically, there's 3 types of channels in Discord, if I'm correct. Maybe the stage channel. That's a new addition. I'm not sure, but I think that there's 3 types in total. So voice channel, text channel, and category. So we want to check that our channel type is text, because we can't really send messages in a category. Neither can we send a message in a voice channel. And last thing I want to check is that, you don't want to broadcast the message to your own server. I mean, you can leave this line out if you would like to broadcast the message on all servers, including this one that you're typing the command from. But if you don't want that, you can simply just write the channel channel.guild.id does not match this one, the one where we wrote our message from. Okay, that's our filter. So now, let's actually define a variable as this and await the filtering. We have to define our function as asynchronous. Okay, so we await, and then for const channel of channels dot array, this basically turns the collection that I was talking about into an array, so we can run this for loop. We're going to channel dot send, and now let's send. We could simply just send the message, but that would be a little bit boring. Let's say message broadcasted from, and then our parameters. So for our channel name, guild, or not channel, but guild name. So message broadcasted from, and then channel name at, and then let's get the current date. So date to, new, the constructor, new date to locale string. So that turns, that gives us the time and the date. Very simple method, very handy. I've seen people actually write new date and then get the year, then get the month, then get the day. That's way too long, and you can simply just do to locale date string if you want to get the date. Anyway, now let's do content. So the content of the message, let's do a line break, and then add the, we'll showcase the message that the user sent. Remember over here, we saved it as a variable, so let's just do that. And now, it sent the message successfully. Once it's done with this loop, we can just return parameters message.reply message broadcasted successfully. Beautiful. And now, in case the user reacts with a red cross, so he does not want to, he changed his mind, he doesn't want to broadcast the message, all we have to say is return parameters, message, reply, message broadcast interrupted. There you go. Let's return this. Return this as well, like that. And this should work. Let's run it. See if it works. Okay, let's run our command. Broadcast. Okay, are you sure you are willing to broadcast this message across all affiliated servers? First of all, let's abort message broadcast interrupted. Okay, because I forgot to actually write content. So let's write content 1 2 3 1 2 3. Oh, I misspelled that. Okay, are you sure you're willing to broadcast? Okay, blah 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 blah. Okay, yes, we say yes. So now it says message broadcasted successfully. So now if you go over to this channel, oh, okay, message broadcasted from Internet 27 server at date, time, and then content, what we wrote. Okay, works perfectly. Let's also try to broadcast our message from this channel. Yep, we are. Message broadcasted. There you go. Message broadcasted from show off and blah blah blah. Content 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, well, it works. So if you guys have any questions regarding this code, please leave a comment down below. I would be happily answering all of your questions. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit.